In this episode of the Funny Business Podcast, banana.
And on the flip side, should you be able to get a 2-hour delay for work when it snows? And does making coffee at home ruin the magic of Dunkin' and Starbucks? Mike, hit the music.
And welcome back to another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. It's time to grab those snacks, grab those drinks, or you know what? Maybe it's to just keep your hands on the wheel because you get both hands on the wheel, something good. But if you're able to grab those snacks and enjoy another episode of the Funny Business Podcast, I am Mike, and alongside with me is my best friend, my roommate for life, Mr. Matt. Matt, how are you now that you've finally been in the right link that I sent you? How are things?
Yes, we have made it. We have arrived. The correct link has been clicked. We are here. Another episode. I feel great. We did skip out of the gym this morning. That's fine. It's the first time it happened. First time it happened. We got up, just were a little groggy, a little tired, woke up a little too late. April was like, still on the go. I was like, honestly, by the time we get there, we're going to have like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Not totally worth it. But we're getting right back into it tomorrow. But other than that, we're feeling good. I know we sound like broken record. We say this every time. It's dark outside. That kind of sucks. I literally saw the sun. Because I don't know if I said this. I don't have a window in my office. I think I may have said that. Maybe. I see the sun now going to the gym, which that's kind of nice. Like going to the gym and it's bright out, and then for like 20 minutes at the end of the day at work.
Happy daylight savings to those who celebrate, because there's certain states that don't. So.
Yeah, I think Arizona doesn't acknowledge it. Those guys. That's a boss move. Just like, yeah, we're just not doing it. That's awesome.
Come on, Shapiro, get your act together.
Yeah, it's just taxes. Screw them. I'm not paying them. Like, that'd be cool. Tax fraud, but whatever.
Speaking of snacks, Mac, I decided to treat myself. Well, I should say this week by purchasing something out of the ordinary that I feel like I've not had in quite some time.
Can you take a wild guess? Can you give me a hint?
It is a chip.
Ooh, okay. Doritos.
No, I had Doritos every week.
Okay. Not chips and salsa. That's tricky. I'm going to say Cheetos.
No. Is really Cheetos it's like a puff more?
Yeah, it's in the chip family. It's in the chip section.
I'll give you another hint.
Yes.
Cylinder.
Pringles. What flavor?
Oh, that's where the childhood kicks in.
This is a big answer here because there's some good flavors. There's some not good flavors.
Yep.
Ranch.
No.
Ooh,
it's an old school one.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Pizza.
Oh, that is an old school one. Yeah. Those are fire. I haven't had pizza Pringles in forever. Holy crap.
I'll share some with you this weekend.
Yes. We are. Yes, that's true. We are hanging out this weekend.
We are. Can't wait.
It's going to be great.
I was going to have the sour cream and onion, but I was like, I saw the pizza ones and I was like, gotta go for it.
You know what I just tried the other week? Weiss had 2 for $7. So I got obviously a ranch. Have to. And then I did cheddar cheese. That was actually much better than I remember.
You mean the Pringles, correct?
Yes, the Pringles. Yeah, they were fire.
Yeah. Do you remember when they used to give you in like a little like travel pack? Like they had like the plastic red and the green, and like you just peeled it open like at the top. Like it was this weird like sealant that you pulled off the top. Like that was a good snack.
Oh, that was the best. Childhood snacks back then were just way better. Not good for you at all, but
no. I did see Dunkaroos.
Yeah, they're back
in the aisle. They're back.
You know what I was just talking about this past weekend?
What?
So my cousin had a baby shower that we went to, and there was like these little mini like chocolate chip bites.
Okay.
Do you remember Grips?
Oh, I have to see a picture, but I remember them.
Grips were so freaking good and like so addicting. Like I would eat like 2 bags at a time.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, weren't they the best?
Oh man, I don't think I enjoyed the delicacy as much, but I do remember them, and I think I've had like at least once.
I don't understand why they got rid of them. Like they were perfect. Like if there's ever people claim like Dunkaroos need to come back and Oreo Cakesters, bring back Grips. I know the kids these days are so uncultured because they weren't able to just rip open a pack of Grips and just pour the whole thing in their mouth.
Matt, you can get them on Amazon.
Breaking news, grips are back.
Yeah, you get the... What was your favorite ones? There's Cheez-Its.
Yeah, the Cheez-Its were fire.
Okay, you can get a 12-pack of Cheez-Its. You can get them for $14.39 in one of these places. But if you want to get a variety pack, you can get them for... you can get a variety pack for $34.77, which is a 14-pack.
Yep, I see that right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Cheez-Its ones were so good.
I have a feeling that is adding to cart right now.
Maybe. Yeah, the Chips Deluxe. Those are also kind of what I had. They're fire.
Well, Matt, this was a very interesting segue because last night I updated you as far as what topic we'll be discussing, but I kept it very particular, and I kept it very let's just say sus, if we're using that word again.
Banana.
I just texted the word banana to Matt.
With the banana emoji.
With the banana. So technically I said banana. Not that it had any clue as far as what we'll be talking about, but Matt, I saw this article on Fox News. Matt, do you like bananas?
Yeah, I don't eat bananas often, but I enjoy them. And I do enjoy like once in a while I've been having like a fruit smoothie for breakfast now.
Okay.
We get some frozen fruit. So we got frozen strawberries and bananas. So I had strawberry banana smoothie to start my day.
Be careful how you answer this, Matt, but what other ways do you use a banana?
You can use a banana as a weapon.
Yes, you can.
You can do that. You can use a banana to make muffins. Banana art. I don't like where this is going. You can use it to throw in front of Mario Kart driver and make him spin out of control.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, that's honestly when you texted bananas last night. That's the first thing that went to my mind was Mario Kart.
I figured.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, besides eating bananas, there are a few weird but helpful ways bananas and their peels can be used. That
just reminded me. I used to intern with a guy. He would just like eat a banana, like with the peel and everything.
What?
And here's the best part. He would unpeel the banana, eat the banana on the inside, and then just eat the banana peel.
What?
And we were literally at work one day, and I was like, if you eat the banana peel, why do you unpeel the banana? How does that make any sense?
It's a 2-piece meal, man.
And he might see this clip. He might see this clip because he might listen to the show, and I'm going to call you out again. That's weird. I'm not going to call him out with his name. But if he sees this clip, you know who I'm talking to. Stop eating banana peels.
I might have to put it as a highlight because that's just out of the ordinary.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
Oh, man. All right, Matt. Well, let me see if you know any of these weird but helpful ways bananas and their peels can be used besides eating, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, Matt, you can make a face mask by mashing banana and applying it to your face or adding yogurt and honey for added benefits.
That seems legit. I would actually try that. I'm not a huge face mask person, but I'd give it a whirl.
Do you ever see that guy on TikTok that like mashes, like they always say like, oh, mash this, and then he like turns it into a face mask?
Yeah, but he also mashes like really weird stuff. That's like, I don't think I'd want to put that on my face.
Mm-hmm. Matt, you can also applying a banana peel to warts is a common home remedy. Through its effectiveness is unproven. Though its effectiveness is unproven.
That one. Well, I guess if you put it on your face, might as well try it on a wart, I guess. I don't know. This seems like a warlock thing.
Warlock thing. Also, in terms of things that come on your skin, rubbing a banana peel on an insect bite can soothe itchiness from things like mosquito bites due to natural antihistamines.
It's antihistamines in bananas?
Yes.
There's
potassium.
What is an antihistamine?
There's potassium in bananas.
Well, yes. I don't know what an antihistamine is, but I think it's different from potassium.
Antihistamine is our medicines often used to relieve symptoms of allergies such as hay, fever, hives, conjunctivitis, and reactions to insect bites or stings.
Oh.
Can antihistamines in a banana?
This is great funny business science.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
Okay. I'm good with
that. Matt, I know you love washing the dishes. What was that?
You've never seen Friends?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yes.
Matt, you can actually polish silverware to a shine by blending peels with water to make a paste.
That's way too much work.
I actually was using a baking soda water remedy for like a face wash or like an exfoliant. Not that bad.
That doesn't seem awful.
Matt, have you gotten a splinter lately?
I feel like I did.
Have you?
Yeah, I forget what I was carrying, but I did get a little one. I got it out.
I still have one in my palm as I'm looking at it now. Maybe what I'll do.
Hold on, pause. When did you get this splinter?
This past weekend.
Okay, all right. I thought you were going to say like 2 months ago. I was looking like, that is...
You might want to go to the hospital.
That is a terrible idea.
You might want to go to the hospital.
Is it
a small
deep?
One.
Does it hurt?
No.
Why didn't you just dig it out?
Because I need tweezers.
Little bitch.
Excuse me?
You're being a little bitch.
All right, Matt.
I'm asking.
I haven't gotten to the point. I haven't gotten to the point. But maybe I should I should cover. That's the other one. Covering a splinter with a peel for hours or overnight can help loosen it for easy removal. Just gonna put a banana on my hand.
Yeah, just tape a banana peel to your hand. How are you supposed to cover it overnight? Is this just sleep with your hand like out like this with a banana peel on it? You're like, Jenna, don't bump me or it's gonna fall off.
Jenna, do you find me very appealing?
Okay.
Right.
I could totally see you saying that
too. Matt, you can rub a peel on your teeth before brushing and can help whiten your smile over time. Have you checked your former intern's teeth to see if his teeth are shiny?
No, I have not.
So Matt, I found this article and I said to myself, what other weird facts about fruit we could talk about? So this was reported by the New York Post. So actually Fox News, New York Post now. Matt, I found some weird fruit facts that I'm ready to share.
I love weird fruit facts.
Watermelons are shaped like cubes in Japan.
Like they grow like cubes?
They're shaped like a cube, like a Minecraft cube.
Well, how does that happen?
Oh. I'm looking for facts, not information, all right?
Okay, sure.
Matt, tomatoes are botanically a fruit, but legally named a vegetable in the United States.
Yes, that is true.
Do you know why?
Veggie Tales.
Okay. So there is actually a case in 1893. It was the Nix versus Hedden case that went all the way up to the Supreme Court of the United States. So what it had was to settle between a food importer and tax collector who contested whether the tomato was a fruit or vegetable. The importer wanted to label the tomato a fruit, which had a lower import tax, but the tax collector demanded that it be recognized as a vegetable. The verdict: the court ruled that the tomato was most commonly known as a vegetable and should therefore be treated as such when imported.
I understand that this is necessary for like tax and what it gets taxed as. If this is what our government is voting on, what are we doing?
Like daylight savings time. Get rid of it.
Yeah, what happened with that? They were supposed to get rid of it.
Bill's still on a table somewhere. I forget where exactly it is.
That's the other thing. They just throw these weird addendums into these bills and then they just sit there forever. It's like, well, what are we supposed to do?
What do we pay you to do?
So here's another weird thing to think about.
Okay.
If a tomato is a fruit, then you're eating fruit when you have pizza. And then that really bodes well for people who like pineapple on pizza, because they say like pineapple on pizza is gross because it's a fruit. But then like if tomatoes are fruit, it's already like every pizza's got fruit in it.
Yeah. Plums, peaches, and pears are actually members of the rose family.
Wow, I did not know that.
Drinking grapefruit juice with some medications can kill you.
Okay, it's a good thing I don't drink many grapefruit crushes.
It's kind of like cherry pits.
Yes, it is kind of like cherry pits.
Matt, hopping back up to the court case, common vegetables that are actually classed as fruit. So I'll read this. There are, in fact, a range of vegetables that are actually fruit. So how can you tell? Fruits and vegetables are defined differently depending on whether you're a gardener or a chef. The Oxford Dictionary defines fruit as being developed from the ovary of a flowering plant containing the seed of the flower. The term vegetable refers to the edible parts of the plants, such as the roots, stems, and leaves, think potatoes, celery, lettuce, and which are not strictly the fruit of the plant from which they come. These common veggies are actually fruit. Zucchini is actually a fruit. Eggplant is actually a fruit. Olives are actually a fruit. Pea pods are actually a fruit. Cucumber is actually a fruit. Pumpkin is actually a fruit. Butternut pumpkin is actually a fruit. An avocado, thanks, is actually a fruit. Zucchini is actually a fruit. And
You
then
said that.
capsicum?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, actually.
Capsicum.
Capsicum? Capism? Capim? Capiche?
I'm going to be honest. I don't care what you think of tomato or eggplant or zucchini. I'm still going to eat them.
Have you lied on this podcast before, Matthew?
Have I lied?
You said, I'm going to be honest. When are you not honest?
Well, that's a good point. People always say like, no, it's fruit. I don't care. As long as it is, if it's still the same thing, you could tell me a cucumber is dairy. I'm like, sure. Okay. I'll take one.
Capsicum. It's a form of pepper.
How do you spell it?
Cum. I'm not sure if I should censor that now that I think about it.
Oh, it looks like a pepper. That's just a green pepper.
Also known as a red pepper or chili pepper, is an herb. Its fruit is commonly applied to the skin of the arthritis, pain, and other conditions.
Yeah, there it is. Fruit and vegetables. It's fruit. Wow.
WebMD.com, the place to know what your shit is from.
5 milligrams of sodium, if anyone was wondering.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thought I'd be a little fruity and introduce some weird fruit facts, but hopefully this shit was not bananas.
Bananas. We wanted to share something that has become essential to those days after a long, exhausting night. Liquid IV's hydration multiplier.
It's amazing how huge a difference it makes. Liquid IV helps us feel more energized and refreshed throughout the day. With one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and a 2 times faster hydration formula than plain water.
We both love the flavors. Yuzu pineapple and passion fruit are our top picks. They make staying hydrated a truly enjoyable experience.
What's even better is that Liquid IV is committed to giving back to communities in need worldwide by providing clean and abundant water. They've already donated over 39 servings in 50 plus countries around the world.
And we have a special treat if you want to try Liquid IV. Head over to liquidiv.com and use the code FUNNYBUSINESS at checkout to get a 20% discount on your entire purchase.
So shop Better Hydration today with promo code FUNNYBUSINESS. All one word, FUNNYBUSINESS at liquidiv.com at checkout.
Remember to stay hydrated and healthy and give Liquid IV a try. It's worth it. And with that, we will slide into the second half of the show, diving into a little bit of Matt's drunk thoughts. So I've been piling these up.
Oh.
I really don't drink as much as I used to, Mike. Let me tell you. This first one involves drinking related things.
Okay.
Obviously, you should never drink and drive. And there's so many different ways to avoid a DUI with one, just not drinking that much.
Sure.
So what really got me thinking is, how often do we hear of like a celebrity getting a DUI?
How often do we hear a celebrity getting a DUI?
Yes, fairly often, right? And this is more specifically for like big name celebrities. How dumb do they have to be to get DUIs when they can, 1, pay for an Uber, or 2, hire a personal driver?
Yeah.
And I guess that really goes for anyone with Uber. Like, there's just no reason for DUIs.
It was interesting. I was actually listening to a podcast today. They were talking about when they consider flying a private jet compared to flying commercial.
Okay.
And they had like some really good points. One being, are we going to make the money back for what we pay for in the private jet? And then like, do we need like a quick turnaround time? Do we need to avoid something? Because they talked about like, oh yeah, like when we flight commercial, we were in this like private lounge because they paid for, a first class, all that stuff, that experience. And parents were coming up to this individual unannounced and, without consensually and just trying to FaceTime their kids and being like, look who it is. Oh my God, look who it is. Which like totally disrespectful in the point. But I think having a driver like that, isn't that so silly? Like money doesn't mean anything at times. Like money, like because all these celebrities are probably making bank enough where they can hire a driver or even an Uber that matter. Mm-hmm. If they're not even comfortable hiring like an Uber, they can just hire a driver. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why that's just popped in my head. Next one. So I am not looking for this type of thing. Let me just preface that. Once in a while, like you'll hear someone like, this estranged wife hires hitman to kill ex-husband.
Yes.
Where do you find a hitman? Not, I don't want one, nor will I ever need one. But like, how do you just find that? Like, is it just like hitman.com? Or is there like an app like Tinder where you swipe left or swipe right? How's that not like flagged if you search like, how do I find a hitman? How do you get one of these people?
Probably referred. It's probably word of mouth.
Yeah. Hey, my cousin's got a guy. He can take it down for like $300.
I remember sharing the story in our podcast many episodes ago about a wife trying to hire a hitman for her husband. And it turned out to be a fake site. And like, actually, the fake site was hosted by the cops from that area.
That's right. I remember this.
And then they arrested her. I don't think, like, I can't understand the idea of getting to that point of, oh yeah, I'll just hire a hitman. I do not get that point. Like, I think movies and video games, I'm bringing them all in. Anything that involves a fantasy or a fiction to it. So that could be books, magazines, video games, videos, like movies, I should say. The idea that you can hire this hitman, I think is just bonkers. Like, oh yeah, I'll take them out. Yeah, you tell me what to do, I'll take them out. And I think that, sorry, I actually like try to like mimic the mafia. I think that's where it falls more, is like more mafia than it is. I don't know. It's so weird. But Matt, if I ever need somebody, I'll let you know. Not that I would.
Please don't. Yeah, that's also crazy to think that like we're living our life right now, but like there's still like mafias that to this day are just doing like behind the scenes shit and like undercover stuff. And they're just living totally different lives than us. Do you think we could survive in the mafia?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. No, I think I would just dip after like a week. Like, oh, you guys take care of. I'm good.
And you dip, you're done.
Well, that's also true.
Yeah,
we'd be dead in a week.
Yep.
Mike, we had a very nostalgic moment last week.
Yes.
So we hopped back in to Fortnite Chapter 1 map. The OG map has returned for about a month. So it's very cool being back to the old map, old guns. It's kind of, everybody forgot how rare it is to find shield and health and all that stuff. Here's my question. Could OG Fortnite be bad for future Fortnite?
Cypher PK brought up a very good point.
I think I may have saw this video.
On the tickety talk.
I don't remember.
So Fortnite, he said like at a certain point, Epic Games was looking for like a certain way of like the threshold of like how many players were playing Fortnite. And there was a certain threshold that they would hit that'd be like, okay, we're bringing back the map. Like we're bringing back the OG map. And what that's allowing Epic Games to do is bring everybody back that quite frankly hasn't played in years. I mean, Matt, we talked about the OG map. Like, it's been 5 years since we've been back at this map. And I'm sorry for anybody who's not nerding out with the OG map that's listening to us. I apologize, but this is important, all right?
People have literally graduated college from start to finish since the last time they played on this map.
Trent graduated high school.
Yes.
And he's back on the map.
Yes.
Actually, no, he wasn't even in high school before that came about. So what Epic Games is doing is they brought the old map back. So that way old players can come back because they want a set amount of eyes on what's happening next. Mm-hmm. And whatever's happening next, they've probably planned for so many years now. They've just waited for the moment to do it. And now they're just going to hit it as soon as this OG map is done. I
think people love the map. And I think what they can do is also not totally get rid of OG, like leave something. I like, weirdly enough, I like having not a lot of shield in the game. Like it should be rare to find shield. Even ammo. We said that while you and I and Trent were playing it last week. It's hard to find ammo. Yeah, no, I think they can definitely keep some things from OG Fortnite as they move on. But did you see the numbers that people were playing this week?
Yeah.
It's insane. They had like, what, 100 million viewers and like they had the highest weekend ever.
I think it was 400 million, Matt.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that. All right, my last strong thought. This one's good, I think.
I'm ready.
It's a 2-hour delay, but for work.
What?
Yeah. So like if there's like snow, instead of having and the logical reason, hear me out, is like it gives you time to like clear off your car and clear off your driveway so that you don't have to like get up super early to do that. So you can still get to work on time at like whatever, 8:30. Instead, it's a 2-hour delay. You have to be until 10:30, and maybe you like stay an extra hour after. But there's also one more wrinkle.
Yeah.
Yeah, your boss can't text you that you have a 2-hour delay. You have to get up and turn on the local news, and you have to see your business's name scroll across the screen that says like Home Depot, 2-hour delay, opening at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. That's the only reason you can't text your boss. Your boss can't text you. It's either you go to work on time or you look at the news and see, oh, hey, I have a 2-hour delay.
Matt, you're just so I'm clear. You're making it more universal to have a 2-hour delay, correct?
Yes, just like obviously schools are going to have 2-hour delays.
Yep.
But then your work should also have a 2-hour delay because you can help get your kids to school.
Or you know what's even better?
What?
More universal working from home.
Yeah, that too. That also could work.
We've all learned that those with jobs that are mostly office work, you can do it at home.
Mm-hmm.
And businesses are just too scared that their employees are, well, the company just doesn't trust them, period. Like, I'm just putting that out there. Like, the companies do not trust their employees in working from home because they think that they work to the bone every day when they're in the office.
It's just not true. Yeah, if your employees don't work from home, they're not going to work in the office.
No.
And if they do work in the office, they're going to work at home.
And better yet, you're not risking their lives and trying to get to work.
Yeah, honestly, the way like where I park at work, it's going to be very, very tricky when there's a lot of snow. I'm interested to see how that goes. Do you have any drunk thoughts you had this past weekend?
Oh, wait, you thought I drank, Matt?
I'm assuming you did. I know where you went.
Yeah, I was at a wedding. It was fun. You know, I like when that weekend happened, I thought to myself, I should see if I have any drunk thoughts and see what comes about of it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Sure. Just thought
I will
ask.
say, not a drunk thought, but I guess I don't want to transition into the news, into the second segment. But there is a way to host a wedding.
Okay. Is that a cliffhanger for the second segment?
I guess.
Okay. We're going to move on to some Down in the Dumps. And Mike, you have the floor.
Okay. Thank you. So my first one is that the wedding season is over for us this year. So this past weekend, we finally celebrated 4 of 4 weddings. Jenna jokingly is like, and now that you've experienced 4 weddings, it's now the time to pick your favorite from the TV show. So I think, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on the podcast, but here I go. The idea that when you get engaged or you want to get married, you become not wedding planners. You become event planners.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are planning an event for a group of people to celebrate, to enjoy you tying the knot. And again, like, I will say, not compared to the 4 weddings, just all the weddings that I've been to, whether from a kid perspective or like a young teenager into now, everyone gets freaked out when it comes to weddings, which then results into not understanding the true experience of a wedding. But really just focusing on my down in the dumps, like, wedding season is over for us. Like, although it costs money, and then there's travel, and then there's the hotels, and then there's the gifts. Like, it truly was cool to be a part of 4 weddings total. It's the most that Jenna and I have ever experienced together. And luckily enough, we've experienced all 4 of those weddings because we knew each person very, very well. But even that, like, the idea that there is a way to host a wedding. Like, and I say that very decrypted. Like, I say that very cryptic, but like, there is a way to host it in order for your people to have the best time ever. But yeah, mm-hmm. I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad, a little down in the dumps that, now we have to wait till next year. Like, there's no more weddings upcoming. Right now we're on 1
next year.
Well, yeah, 1.
I want to need some advice because I also have 4 next year.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
I guess advice is splitting hotels. So like, yeah, one gets one hotel, the other gets the other. So you don't have to worry about like splitting money every time. Mm-hmm. If you can reuse an outfit. But that's more on my side because suits and shirts and double check on what your formal or what the wear is for the wedding. Like, there are places. There's a really good link that at this wedding that was able to tell and show and share what it meant for said wedding to occur. That's one of my down in the dumps.
Yeah, I can't wear the same color as the.
Yeah, you okay? Or
I'm just looking at my closet, seeing if I have options.
I was gonna say, is there a monster?
I don't plan on buying a single suit or a shirt or a tie for my weddings next year, which helps.
Yeah, Matt. After this wedding this past weekend, I was like, I need coffee, and I go to the one that starts with the letter D. I was having a hard time figuring out what to order at Dunkin'. Oh, I said the word. At Dunkin'. I was at Dunkin', everybody, if you couldn't tell. I have not been to Dunkin' since early August.
Wow. Nice.
It was simply because we got a coffee maker at home. Mm-hmm. And I've just been enjoying my cold brew every morning when I go to work, Monday through Friday. I do a little Starbucks, a little Starbies on Friday with some coworkers as like a little treat, but also just like a reflection of the week. So it's a meeting. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's I was weirded out. I'm like, what do I get? I don't know what to get. Like, I don't want to get Jenna likes to call it a dessert drink. I get a mocha caramel iced coffee with cream and liquid sugar. Like that thing is just like a piece of cake in my cup, liquidated.
How much mocha caramel do you?
Just the regular pumps, like the same amount. So I just got a cold brew with sweet cold foam and I added cream to it. And it was good, but I was just like, man, like I had a hard time. I got scared. I was very close to getting the loaded hash browns though. I saw them and I'm like, ooh.
We'll be trying those.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I said on the show a couple weeks ago, I couldn't get Dunkin' down anymore. Like I just can't finish a whole Dunkin'. Mm-hmm. I've actually, not that I'll maybe get coffee like at either Dunkin' or Starbucks like once on the weekends, maybe. I've actually been preferring Starbucks over Dunkin'.
Ooh.
I have.
What do you get?
Is not good for the wallet. Well, I've been trying to find something new. This past weekend, April and I went to church, and then I went to get my flu shot, which I forgot. I got my flu shot, by the way. It didn't feel like I got it. And I tried their sugar cookie espresso drink. That was pretty good. Other than that, I usually get a caramel vanilla something. But I get the small size. Coffee,
the grande.
Yeah, with their size is just absolutely ridiculous.
I'll take a medium.
Yeah, but it's just once you get used to coffee at home, it just kind of ruins. But you just don't need Dunkin' or Starbucks all the time
because you got it at the house.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I have 3. So I went to the Suns-Sixers game this past weekend. So there's a few things that happened here, Mike. So I went with a good friend of mine whose name we do not share in this podcast. For reasons that he knows.
He knows.
So we bought the tickets a while ago. And at the time, I was like, wow, we got a really good deal on this price. We got like for $100 a piece, which is not bad for an NBA game. So the day before, I was like, you know what? I'm just curious. Like, what are they going for? See if we got a good bang for a buck. They were going for about $35 a piece. So that was like, all right, well, whatever. We still got a good price. Next, what happened next? I go to order chicken fingers, fries, and a beer.
Oh,
Mike,
champions.
Mike, I got 3 chicken fingers, a regular like thing of fries.
Yep,
yeah, little cup of fries, and a tall Yingling flight.
$50.
Thank God, not 30.
That's not bad.
That's Mike. I got 3 chicken fingers, fries, and a beer.
I'm thinking of the Yingling flight. The flight you got.
It's not a flight of beer.
You said it was a flight.
Yeah, it's called Yingling Flight. Oh. It's a tall can of beer.
Oh. Well, that alone was like $15.
That was $15. Correct. Yes. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was like, the hell is going on? So that was insane. And then we're sitting in the seats. It's like 50 minutes before game time. And the Suns announced that Devin Booker is not playing because of a right calf strain.
Oh, man.
Literally, I didn't know he was going to play, but he played the game before. So I'm like, all right, he must. Nope. And then the Suns proceeded to lose the game. They just played like absolute dog shit. Mike, it was so bad. I didn't tell you this. So the Suns were down 5 points entering the fourth quarter after they were down like 10 and a half. And I was like, all right, here we go. The Sixers didn't even play Embiid in the fourth quarter. That's how bad the fourth quarter was. Yeah. Like it just got out of hand from the start. And then they just kept him on the bench. And then it got so bad that the Sixers called the timeout with like 2 minutes left. It was like a 15-point game. The Sixers kept their starters, other than Embiid, on the floor, and the Suns just put in bench players. That was it. They just gave up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's upsetting.
it was still fun, good times. And in reality, I also thought of this after the fact. It only cost me, with the food, the beer, parking, and the tickets, $150 to go to a basketball game.
It's really not bad.
That's really not bad. However, a good down in the dumps. I think at some point this year we should go to a Sixers game, because I think the tickets might be pretty cheap.
Okay.
They're going to ball game.
Okay.
My next down in the dumps. I need a haircut so bad. I know you can't tell. No, it's very bad. I have one scheduled for today as of this release. However, my barber texted me today that he is out of work for the next week due to some things that I'm not going to say on the podcast. So my haircut has to get pushed back. And finally, lunch today, I had a tuna sandwich.
Ooh.
I microwaved said tuna sandwich in the microwave to get a little meltier. My office is right next to said microwave, and I did not stink up the entire office. I only stunk up my office.
Oh, God.
So for a little while, I'm eating my tuna sandwich as my office just smells like tuna.
What is that? Burnt popcorn, tuna. What else is like the worst in like putting like any type of fish?
Fish.
Yeah.
I feel like chili.
Let me tell you. Somebody had either it was a hot sauce or a buffalo sauce and put it in the microwave. And the microwave is directly across from my office. That's very odd now that you think about it. Our microwaves are literally close to our office. What the hell? Somebody had like a buffalo and like I smelled it. It's like, oh, I want like a buffalo chicken or like something like.
That's just like torture for you. Have to smell buffalo sauce and not be able to eat it. Jeesh. Yeah, so that wasn't too fun to smell at work.
No,
not at all.
That's gross. Did you have like a little like office like water cooler talk of like who stunk up the office?
No, because it literally didn't stink up anyone else's office but mine.
But yours.
So nobody knew.
Okay.
Well, nobody came to the microwave like for a little while after I used it.
So you got a little courtesy.
Yeah. That's all I got.
What a great episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube, or make sure you hit that follow button or subscribe wherever you are listening to this podcast. We find a lot more fun stuff on the interwebs with our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, our TikTok, and our Twitch. You can find all that at solo.to/funnybusiness. Mr. Matthew.
Ish.
What is your advice for the good people of the funny business world?
So I think we all kind of do this. Mike, you can confirm with me. When we get our mail, we get a lot of junk mail.
Yes.
Right? Get a lot of coupons. Don't hoard them. Don't hoard them. I feel like we have been getting, we've been good about this recently, but in the beginning, we were kind of just like, oh, we'll save those coupons in case we use them. We'll save those coupons. And then they just sit there for months and months and months, and they just take up space and everything like that. So, just throw out those old coupons, throw away that junk mail, and be careful of what you get in the mail. Yeah,
I like ripping it up as soon as I get it at home. Certainly rip. Oh, cut your debit cards. A lot of my cards.
Yes.
A lot of my cards were expired, so I obviously got a new one, and I obviously had to cut them all up because the old ones, because I got new ones.
Yep. And if you have like important bills you're getting rid of, just shred them.
Shred it. Well, that concludes another episode. And until the next time, see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.